Hi, Annie here, and today I've taken a bit of inspiration from booktube and decided to do a minimalist tag, but instead of talking about books, I'm going to talk about movies. The first question is your all-time favorite movie. And for that one, I'd have to say A Star is Born, given with what my other answers on the other questions are going to be. I don't think I hadn't really appreciated it until probably within the last 5 years. But at the same time here, I also have picked out Sabrina because I also love this movie and I have since I was a very young girl. And there is just something so amazing about the Audrey Hepburn transformation in it. And if I had to pick one Audrey Hepburn movie, God forbid that could be the only one I'd ever watch again, I'd probably say I'd choose Sabrina. So the next question is a modern classic. And for that, I went with Bend It Like Beckham. I saw this movie shortly after it came out. I love it. It's so inspiring. I definitely think it's a modern classic for sure. So the next question is your non-fiction choice. And so I didn't have a documentary that I really absolutely loved and would want to rewatch over and over again. So I chose a movie based on a true story. So my choice for that is Mary Poppins. No, don't worry. Just kidding. It's actually Miss Potter, which is a wonderful movie about Beatrice Potter, starring Renee Zellweger and Ewan McGregor, but I don't have a copy right with me. I had a copy. I don't know what I've done with it. It's probably just on a shelf, and I don't know where I'm looking. So anyway, that would be my choice for non-fiction or based on a true story. Question 4 is a classic. And for this, I have to hands down pick Damsel in Distress, starring Fred Astaire, George Burns, and Gracie Allen. This is just a wonderful movie. I love it. I love Burns and Allen, which I know I've talked about before. And there's a dance routine in the center, take place at a fun house, and it is just phenomenal. It's one of the best things, best dance routines I think I've ever seen. It's just so joyous and I love it so much. Number 5 is a cartoon, and again I don't have a hard copy with me, and that would be The Lion King by Disney. That was a tough choice. I feel like there was a lot of choices I could have gone with, but ultimately I think The Lion King would be kind of my desert island movie that I'd take. So if it was about being minimalist and only having these movies to watch, that's the one I'd go with. Question 6 is a movie by a director you couldn't live without, and for that I've chosen Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief. This is probably my favorite Hitchcock. It's definitely not the best Hitchcock, but I think it's my favorite for sentimental reasons and just because it was a movie that really sparked my interest in film in general. So I'd go with this one. Hitchcock has so many good ones, but that's the one I'd choose, or North by Northwest. But again, I think if you're looking at that has more sentimental meaning to me, so that's why I'd go with that. So question number 7 is a series that you couldn't live without, and I had a tough time. I don't have a lot of movie series that I watch even. I have a couple sequels, but not really, and certainly nothing that I couldn't live without. So for this question, I decided to do a season of a TV show, and for that, I chose season 1 of Remington Steele as my series. These are fantastic. If you've never watched Remington, I totally recommend it. It's amazing, and they're like little mini movies every episode, so it's kind of a cheat, but you know. Question 8 is a movie you feel no home is complete without, and for that I've picked The Wizard of Oz. This movie I go way back. I actually don't remember a time in my life that The Wizard of Oz wasn't there. My first proper adult book was The Wizard of Oz, which my dad bought for me when I was 2 years old at the bookstore when I was there, and then I got it read to me. So The Wizard of Oz and I have a lot of history both on film and in book form. So I think that's the movie I'd say no home is complete without. A movie with a pretty cover. And so this is my favorite cover because it's Cary Grant's face. I mean, it's quite a good cover really, because it's, you know, Cary Grant's face. So that's the one I'd go with. I don't buy a lot of special edition movies, so I don't have a lot of the ones that have just absolutely stunning covers or artwork otherwise. I mean, there's lots of these movies have pretty covers, but nothing that really stood out. So this, though, does look quite arresting on the shelf, so that's why I chose it. Question 10 is a movie on your to-watch list that you have not seen yet. And for that, I have picked 12 Angry Men. I bought this very recently, and it's actually still in the wrapper. Looking forward to seeing it, and I don't think I've ever seen it before in my life, but maybe I'll watch it and it'll trigger a memory, but I don't think I've seen this before, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Question 11 is a YA or teen movie, and for that I've picked 10 Things I Hate About You. This stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles, and Andrew Keegan in a throwback to the 90s, but this was a movie that I saw twice in theater when it came out, and I do really love it. Really liked this take on the Shakespeare classic. I thought it was very modern, and of course Heath Ledger's first role, and clearly he was going to be a star from that. I also really loved the Julia Stiles character in this. I really felt akin to her there in that one. And I've added a bonus question to this tag that I found, and I've added your favorite holiday movie. And it doesn't have to be Christmas, it can be any holiday movie you want. And for that, I've chosen White Christmas. And I could have gone with Holiday Inn on this one as well, but I decided to go with White Christmas. I'm a Christmas movie junkie, but like I said, it doesn't have to be a Christmas movie, just a holiday movie, any holiday movie. So that's great. And I'd love to see, if you're watching this and feel like doing that, I'd love to see that. I'd also really like to see the answers for from Guerra Movie House and Lindsay McDonald. Also Lauren Stevens and Jessica Gibson, if they want to do them. They don't tend to do as much movie stuff, but if you're interested, go ahead. I'd love to see your answers. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know below what, if you're not going to do the tag, what some of your answers would be, because I'd love to know. Anyway, I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.